Hey everybody, welcome to Kame House Party. I'm Vince.
I'm Aaron.
And this is the universe's #1 improv and Dragon Ball related podcast. Oh boy. And
Wait.
What?
Are there more than one now? I thought we were the only.
Sorry, let me take that again.
Sweet. Are we leaving this in?
Yeah, we're leaving this in, but I'm gonna take it again. We are the universe's only improv Dragon Ball podcast. Yeah, that felt right. Trying to conjure up a competition for us. Why would I do that?
Well, competition breeds something.
Well, I mean, in anime fashion, competition would help us surpass our limits, thus ensuring that we can meet podcasting ultra instinct. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not ready for that yet.
No. We haven't even started podcast gravity trading.
I know. We haven't even podcast died yet.
Well, before we get podcast resurrected after we podcast die, we got to talk about the wonderful world of Dragon Ball in our own unique stylings, Aaron. But before that, we have to do what's called Kame housekeeping because we're having a house party. And honestly, it's a little bit of a mess in here. So we got to tidy up a little bit. And the first piece of Kame housekeeping is the world famous UN sanctioned 1-minute roundup. Whip sound.
All right, cow, here's your massage.
Moo.
Oh, you're going to be such good grass-fed beef. And come next week, ooh, you're going to go to market.
Moo.
All right, cow, you're giving me the doe eyes.
Moo.
You know I'm going to kill you, right? In like a week? That's what I'm getting at.
Moo.
All right, I'll stop massaging because you backed away.
Moo.
You're putting your hoof up
Moo.
to your mouth in shock.
Moo.
You knew what this was when I botch off Lance down the road. You're a beef cow, not a dairy cow.
Moo.
Don't shake those at me.
Moo.
And seed.
Oh, man. That sassy cow thought they were in for a good milking.
Nope.
No.
I'm always disappointed if I've thought a milking was happening.
Right. You get hoodwinked.
Mm-hmm.
For the audience that is listening that may be new to the podcast, what that just was an improvised Western scene that we do at the top of the show to either loosen or tighten our improv muscles to get us ready for whatever discussions and scenes that happen throughout the rest of the episode. And that then leads into the 1-minute roundup proper, where one of us, this time Aaron, has a minute, 60 seconds to summarize everything that has happened in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z up until this point. So Aaron's got to summarize 46 episodes of Dragon Ball Z, over 100 episodes of Dragon Ball, the original, and it's quite the task, Aaron. I have, a few more words for you, and I just have to ask, Aaron, are you ready to round up?
I certainly am not. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. Dragon Ball is about 7 magic crystal balls. If you collect them all, you get any which you want. And our main character is Goku. We saw him grow up from a little boy to a big man. During his little kid adventures, he entered a bunch of martial arts tournaments. He only won once. He saved the world a bunch of times from a little goblin, from a militia called the Red Ribbon Army, from the Demon King Piccolo, from the Demon King Piccolo's son, Piccolo Jr. He's done all kinds of stuff. He made a bunch of friends along the way. Then he got married. Then he had a kid. Then his brother came from space and said, "Yo, you're an alien. Come join me and be evil." He's like, "Nope." He saved his son because of that, but he did die. He trained in another world to get super strong. Then more of it, the same kind of aliens he is, came down to Earth. They destroyed a bunch of the Z fighters, but Goku in the end was able to save them all. But now they have to go to but now they're at Namek because they have to get new Dragon Balls because those older ones were destroyed. So that's what they're trying to do. And Goku's on his way too, but Frieza's there, and shit's fucked. Damn you!
No, I was waiting. We'll add it in. We'll add it in post.
We won't, but
Yeah.
it's a nice sentiment.
But Aaron, thank you for that roundup. And now I'll tell you, the listener, why we do that is so that you don't have to go back and listen to every single episode of the podcast or watch every single episode of Dragon Ball up until this point to know what we're talking about and what's been going on. Of course, we always wish that you would. Can't hurt. If you got the time, go ahead and hit that back catalog because there's some gems in there. Some very special guests arrive. There's, different things that happen. There's some specials baked in there. Hit up the Christmas time epis. There's stuff in there. But enough of that. And we're done. We're done in the past because we have to talk about the present and the episode that we watched. And the second and final piece of Kame housekeeping, where I tell you, the listener, that Aaron and I watch two different versions of the show. I watch the English dubbed version while Aaron watches the Japanese language English subtitled version. And why we do this, you may ask? Because it happened a long time ago, and that's how traditions are, and we're done talking about it, okay? Everybody eat your ham.
Okay.
Is it good? Is the ham good?
I mean, it's a little dry. I don't know if you kept it covered the whole
Eat
time.
some gravy. Get some gravy on it.
Oh, this is store-bought.
All right. I'll take that one on the chin. I'm sorry. I didn't have a lot of time.
I don't know.
No, it's fine. And scene.
Fancy.
And in a similar tradition, I will start with my episode title for Dragon Ball Z episode 47, Namek's Defense.
Oh, that actually makes sense this time.
I finally got one.
I'm like, yeah, that all happened. Mine, as it sometimes is a little spoilery. So here we go. Episode 47 of Dragon Ball Z. The Japanese language title, roughly translated, is Surprise Attack! The Elder's target was the Scouters.
Oh, wait. What? That is such a huge spoiler. Why would that be the title of this episode?
Maybe he was the announcer trying to warn Dodoria and Zarbon.
I might lean in that the announcer is Frieza Force fan.
That's in Xenoverse. That's who he picked as his faction.
But now I think we got finally a good English title and another classic Japanese title. But I think we hit the nail on the head to start with the narrator, because that is the first note I have in the recap of last episode. The narrator has a great line as it's like cutting through all the stuff that happened. And it's Goku was ready to cast off his casts. And it's the clip of Goku busting out of the cast. And I don't know, that hit me right.
That's very good. Well done.
And then, I mean, we're right into it. And we were talking before the podcast started that we are very, very excited about this episode. It's a great episode, an episode that I completely forgot existed in this saga.
Same.
And yeah, I don't want to spoil anything yet because we'll get to it and it's going to be very good. But we see the members of the Freezer Force. They're, continuing to be bullies, threatening these Namekians. They keep calling them Nameks, which really hits my ears wrong.
What?
Yeah, in mine, they're like, come on, Namek, get out there or I'll put two between your eyes. I'm like, oh, God, I don't like this.
What?
Do they have any disparaging terms for Namekians in yours?
I swear they're saying Namekians. That's very odd.
I mean, we got a little bit of this when Vegeta and Nappa were on Earth and they finally figured out that Piccolo was Namekian, and Nappa calls him a Namek.
Huh. I don't. Yeah. I'm unsure about this difference because again, I believe in mine, and I might just be glossing over it because in my brain I'm automatically turning it into Namekians as I read it. But I'm curious if any eagle-eared listener. Do eagles have good hearing? I'm going to guess they do.
I think so.
Why not? They're great listeners.
Yeah, those holes on their head must be for something.
Not just for a breeze.
Get that brain breeze going.
On a hot summer day in the shade.
Open up those holes. Let the breeze right through.
A nice shandy.
Oh, this eagle's living the life. In an Adirondack chair. Ooh, yeah. Baby.
And that phone, it's on silent.
Oh, that phone is on silent. You know what? It's back on the porch.
But very relaxed, very chill, eagle-eared listeners. If you know the reasoning behind this, is it actually Nameks? Or should we be saying Namekians? Please let us know, because we don't do research here on the show.
A tenet of the podcast.
Yeah, we rely on you good folks to give us the answers we crave or withhold them from us. Well, it's in your hands.
Yes, the fate of our knowledge is in your hands.
My first thought on all this, because a lot of this episode is just a rehash of things we already know, but it's different characters sort of figuring it out for themselves. But as Frieza's talking, you have Zarbon, Dodoria next to them. They're both holding 2 big old Dragon Balls. That's weirdly intimidating, I think. So, like, in a real-life scenario, you're getting bullied. The 2 goons that the bully has, they're just holding 2 big bowling balls.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a good visual.
Yeah, 2 beach ball-sized bowling balls? No, I'm cowering.
You don't know what they're going to do with them.
Yeah, what's the plan here? Gonna knock me over like a bowling pin?
I don't know a sport that requires 4 big bowling balls. They're not in uniforms. They're not late for a game.
It's true. They're gonna give me a big Lebowski.
Look, that's when they tie you to the whatever the thing is called, the lane, yes. And then instead of 2 chances, it's 4. and they do put the bumpers up.
Yeah, of course. They don't want to give you any chance to escape the lane.
We're not great at bowling, so.
Speak for yourself, Dodoria.
I don't get my time in.
Why don't you ever use Lord Frieza's lanes? The Lord's lanes.
He doesn't have shoes I can rent. Zarbon, I gotta buy my own, and I got those extra wide feet.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You've got those cute round feet.
Mm-hmm. They're very wide, but very dainty, thin, crepe-like.
Part of your species' body type, no?
Yeah, very, very normal for me, but
normal for you
compared to most people.
I find them stunning, dear.
Are we-
Oh yes, we're going to torture this person with bowling balls.
Yeah, let's check. Yeah, let's check. Let me check the power low. Let me use a scouter to line up the shot, a la Wii bowling.
Yes, Dodoria, you could also get more time in on Lord Frieza's Wii console.
I don't know where I can never find the batteries.
Lord Frieza does have a very messy junk drawer.
Mm-hmm.
I try to organize it, but he always tells me no.
Yeah, let me do my impression of Frieza. He's always like, I might need those keys for my last apartment. You don't know.
Oh, that's a very good impression, Dodoria. Let me give one a try.
Yeah, give it a try.
I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it, Dodoria.
I'm patting your back with my flat crepe-like hand.
I can't do it, Dodoria. Oh, you know what? Now I'm definitely going to bowl this bowling ball right on that guy's bowling balls.
Hey, good one.
Tell us where the Dragon Balls are. Ow!
I'm speaking Namekian only. Fuck you.
Oh, okay. And scene. Because that's I think we're not jumping around too much. Like you said, there's like some exposition of stuff that we know that other people didn't. But I did like that the elder, the Namekian elder, did start speaking Namekian, and then Frieza's just like, I know that trick, don't try it. And Frieza says, speak the universal language, or the common language, I should say. Barry White starts playing, I don't know how to love.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, I don't know where the Dragon Balls are.
Oh.
We know you got Dragon Balls, Barry White. Come on.
I don't know where they are. The Dragon Balls.
How else did you get that smooth voice? That ain't natural. You wished for it.
Oh, I love that. I love that Barry White found the Dragon Balls to wish for the smoothest voice ever.
Not yeah. He worked hard for his fame and fortune. We can't deny him that.
Mm-hmm.
But the voice was not always there.
Not many people know this. It's what Hollywood doesn't want you to know.
about Dragon Balls.
About Dragon Balls and their influence on Hollywood. Like, how do you look? Of course, Tom Cruise made a wish on the Dragon Balls for high durability and eternal youth. Because how else is he like this? How else can a man of his age hang on airplanes?
I mean, not Scientology. That's definitely not the reason.
But yeah, I found it confusing a little bit that the common language across the universe is English. I mean, I guess it's just because of the localization, but in my mind, it's the same issue I have with Star Trek, that like all of the universal language translators, everybody speaks a little bit of English somehow.
Well, Vince, technically, it's Japanese is the universal language.
Oh, yes.
I mean, it's a throwaway explanation, right?
Sure.
They're not thinking too hard about it. It's one of those things that I would have just not. It would not have bugged me if they did.
Unless you were on a different podcast, maybe.
That
thinks too hard about anime.
Perchance.
Perchance. Perhaps.
Mm-hmm. So Frieza's like, "Hey, where's that ball at?" He's also asking where other Namekians are. According to the scouters, there are more than what are showing up. And we do get some backstory into how the Dragon Balls work on Namek. And please let me know if there are any differences here in this story. So the Dragon Balls were created by the Grand Elder, and he gave each one of them, there are still 7, to one of the elders on the planet. Then when you go to each elder, you have to do some sort of test, maybe a test of wits, a test of strength. But once that elder judges you to be a man of valor, then you can obtain their Dragon Ball. Is that similar to yours?
One for one.
Okay. Now we can discuss the real thing, which is, I'd love to see that.
Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what those challenges are. I want to know if there's like an ascending order, like the 1-star ball challenge is easier than the 7-star ball challenge. I want to know what they have to do. And I would have loved a version of the show where we got to see like Gohan and Krillin try these challenges.
The show definitely could have gone in that direction. Of course I love Frieza. Great villain. This is a great arc. I wouldn't have hated it if that's what Krillin and Gohan were doing halfway through. Mm-hmm. We gotta, maybe instead of, I don't know, fucking filler, we got this kind of filler. But, and then, Frieza comes in halfway.
Or, like a candle burning at both ends. It's like they're starting on the 7 ball and Frieza's at the first and they meet in the middle. And Vegeta's there, ruining everything for everybody else.
Or go back in time, it's a young Kame. Because he was a teen when he came to Earth, right? Or a boy. He was young.
He was young.
But have Kame, he's trying to get those Dragon Balls. They're like, no, you're evil as fuck.
Kame is trying to get the Dragon Balls to save his planet from like the environmental disasters that were happening. Mm-hmm. But they're like, no, there's some bad in you. And then he's like, what? And then his parents are like, Kame, we're leaving. Come on. Get in the car.
You said you were going to be in and out with these Dragon Balls, Kame.
We're late for Earth.
That's an interesting idea of Kame trying to save the planet, because that's what he would do, but it would be sort of a for the glory kind of thing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so they're like, no, you're gonna be too tempted. We think once you get them all together, you're gonna be like, well, if I'm just super strong, then I can heal climate change.
I guess. I mean, I wish I could get strong enough to heal climate change. I'm
punching all this carbon out of the atmosphere.
Well, yeah, what's Dwayne the Rock Johnson doing with all that girth, all that muscle? Start punching the carbon out of the atmosphere, please.
What's the point of eating all that cod if you can't fix the environment?
Yeah, when is the cast of Fast and Furious going to fix the environment? That's what I want to know.
Oh, so two-parter. We know they have to go to space at some point, right? That's just...
It's got to happen.
It's the logical conclusion. So they go to space as a part of like some sort of Mars or moon, like terraforming. We're going to live in this new society. That fails. The end of that movie is like, it's like the end of Infinity War. It's Idris Elba sitting on a planet smiling as the sun rises. He finally defeated them. And then the next movie is them coming, have it like, they're like, we'll just come back to Earth and we'll figure out a way for Cars to undo climate change, which would be great for Cars' character arc because of all the damage they've done to the environment so far. A nice redemption story.
I mean, I love it. So, everybody else get to work on that, please.
James Wan not. Why not?
Give us Wan more.
It's what the people want.
One more time. So the Frieza Force continues to threaten the Namekians, and Frieza's like, Zarbon, show them what I'm talking about. This is the first time we see Zarbon in action. Those long, luscious legs in those leg warmers take one swift kick while holding those two big old Dragon Balls, knocking out or killing that Namekian elder. The second Namekian elder decides to fight back, firing a energy blast. It hits a salamander Frieza Force member. Oh boy! And then Zarbon, from high above, fires an energy blast. Unfortunately, killing that Namekian. It's all very cool, but also kind of sucks because Zarbon's killing folks.
They have really turned up the crank on these fight scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Just a whole nother league than earlier iterations. And I think because they're really like, you know what, everyone can do everything. It's not so much a matter of, enemies being tricked by a Goku when he shoots him with energy blast, or like the sort of the gaggy gimmicks. It's not even this outrageous during the Goku and Vegeta fight. These fight scenes kick ass. Photosensitivity warning for sure.
Oh, yes.
But like, I honestly didn't write down too many notes or play-by-plays on these fights. They're just too good. I honestly didn't know how to parse it, other than say just go watch it.
Yeah, go watch episode 47 of Dragon Ball Z. It's very, very good. And I mean, just some things to note. Gohan continues to get angry. Krillin has to talk him down and say, hey, keep your power level low or they're going to notice us. One thing that I wrote really large in my notes is there's a dog member of the Frieza Force. I don't know if you caught that. It's a very small window of like a cut, and the dog soldier is right next to Frieza. And I was like, oh, that's a bad boy.
No. What happened?
Yeah, what happened to that bad boy?
I'll tell you. Oh, you want my story? Cigarette puff out. My owner, he looked at me and said, who's a good boy? And I looked at him with those big, innocent eyes I used to have. And in my head, I'm like, it's me, right? Because I couldn't speak the universal language at the time. And then he said, it's not you. Haha, gotcha. And then he high-fived Mom. So I ain't a good boy. What's your story, stranger?
I got lost on a spaceship, and Frieza Force picked me up, put a helmet on me, gave me a buster gun, and said, go make some planet money. So that's my story. Feeling a little out of place.
Yeah, not really tragic. You lose anyone?
No. My family, they stay in contact. I go see them when we have shore leave from the Frieza Force. They actually respect my career as a planet broker. So, yeah.
Well, there's got to be a dark past you're running away from, right? Like something you did or someone you hurt that you don't want to see anymore.
On my way out of the house when I said I was leaving.
You're showing me pictures of your going away party. Okay.
Yeah. So it was really nice. My girlfriend showed up. Cake was huge.
Oh, she's lovely. It's chocolate. I couldn't have any of it.
And I was so I was so, amped. I knocked over a vase on my way out, and I said, "I'm not cleaning it up." And my mom, my mother and father, they said, "Well, why? Why won't you clean it up?" And I never answered them, so I ran away.
And you've been running from that vase ever since.
Well, I replaced it the next Christmas.
You're showing me a picture. That's very expensive. That's very thoughtful. Oh, they're crying when they open it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a Giphy of them crying. So yeah, no, we gonna go claim this planet for Lord Frieza, or
I'm gonna stare out this window, think about my choices. But I'll meet you down there.
I don't. Will it help if I said, "Stay, good boy"?
It would, if I knew who you were talking about.
Well, who's a good boy?
Please don't do this to me.
I'm just trying to help.
I can't relive through it.
You are, but you are a good boy.
No, I'm not. He said I wasn't. Woof woof.
Oh no.
Woof woof.
Do you want a treat?
Only good boys get treats. Oh, woof woof.
Then by that logic, you must be a good boy because here's a treat.
Wait, you're putting it on my nose.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I want it so bad.
Just wait. I'll let you know when you can get it.
Good boys wait. But
good boys wait.
But I'm not.
Now.
Oh.
Who's a good boy?
I've been a good boy this whole time.
You've been a good boy this whole time. Now put this buster on your arm, and we've got to go eradicate this planet for Lord Frieza.
You know what, Derek? I agree. I'm going to do one more planet mission. We're going to Namek, right? I'm going to do one more planet job, and then I'm going to quit. I'm going to go back to my owner and reconcile, and everything's going to be great. Nothing bad's ever going to happen to me.
I'd love to fly you there. I really would. You can sit on my lap in my pod.
Can I try and push your hand away off the steering wheel because you're not petting me sometimes?
Sure. Yeah.
My claws are trimmed. It's fine.
Okay. I'm just gonna say I don't want to rub your belly because we're coworkers. No,
that's yeah. I read the employee conduct manual.
Yeah, Lord Frieza has strict employee conduct policies.
Yeah.
I once tried to rub Zarbon's belly. It did not go very well.
I mean, don't blame you. The gutter's on that one.
Sharp as a tack.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you ready?
Wait, are we? You're putting your shoes on?
Yeah, no, I'm putting my shoes on.
You've got a leash. Well, wait a minute. What does this mean?
Come on, you know what this means.
I don't know I'm getting excited, but I don't. You got to say it. Unless you say it, I don't know what it means.
We're going for a walk.
Oh, I'm running around you. I'm running in circles around you. You can't put my leash on.
Just calm down, and I'll put your leash on.
I'm wagging my tail.
Lord Frieza is going to be mad at us if we're any later than we are.
I'm looking back at you excited. Okay, put it on.
Okay.
All right. As soon as you crack the door open,
just don't pull.
Hair, I'm bolting
just don't
through.
Pull.
I'm bolting through.
And scene.
I miss my dog. No.
Oh, trigger warning if you miss your dog.
Especially for dogs named Trigger.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. So right before we get to commercial.
Well, I'm surprised you gravitated so hard to the dog because there is a generic Nappa in the background.
What? I missed it.
There's a bald man, no tail, but there's a bald man with a handlebar mustache. They tried to squeeze Nappa in there.
Oh man, how did I miss that? Nappa lives on.
Mm-hmm. It's either one, they're cloning Nappas. Two, it's a Nappa fan.
Oh, like he was inspired by Nappa.
Nappa's got a good tough look.
Yeah, he does. He really is. He's a great looking character.
Man, I'm surprised. Like, guys, come on, really? Just put some hair on him. Just Raccoon him. I guess they couldn't because of Raccoon. Damn.
Yeah, Raccoon's coming.
But Nappa's not some sort of woolly willy that you can move parts around and put them in as background characters.
Nappa's just dead, being like, no respect. I get no respect.
He's pulling at his collar. But yeah, I had to mention that he's gonna die, but he is there.
We see that Frieza is going to resort to harming the children that are, clinging to the elders' robes. That gets Gohan a little heated to the point where his power level rises enough for Dodoria to notice. Then Krillin warns him, it goes down. Dodoria is then tracked another power level, fastly approaching from the opposite side. Who is it? It's 3 Namekians, and they look tough as shit.
I cheered at this. I love it.
Yeah, well, you'll have to love it more after the commercial. Hey there, listener. Just Vince and Aaron here. We're just, reminding you to like, share, subscribe to the podcast, write a review, give us 5 stars. It's the best way for other people to find out about the show. It's what the algorithm's like, so we have to feed the algorithms. Feed them with those things, those metrics that they track.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm late. I was busy kicking Namekians while holding balls. What? Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for the commercial now.
Oh, Zarbon.
Yes, Vince.
It's first of all good to see you. You look great.
Thank you, hair flip.
Oh, hey, this made me blush. I was just telling the listeners about how to best support the podcast, and it's about feeding them algorithms with subscriptions, of liking our stuff, of sharing it, that kind of stuff.
So you don't need me for the commercial then. I flew all the way to Earth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In 5 o'clock traffic.
I did. That 5 o'clock traffic is a beast no matter where you are.
I'm just saying I could have gotten a text or an email.
I'm sorry when I'm recording. I don't always keep my phone on me. I just decided to go ahead and go for it. But look, you can. Why don't you? How about this, listener? If you are searching for something to write in a 5-star review of the podcast, maybe my pal Zarbon has something you could just copy down verbatim. Zarbon, does that work for you?
Does this count as? Is this my day?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, right. This is your day. This was. I mean, look, you made it all the way here. I'll have somebody, validate your parking, and then this will just be your day.
Okay. Despite their lack of professional courtesy towards aliens who are stuck in traffic, I will say this podcast entertained the heck out of me while I was stuck in said traffic. I laughed so much, someone rolled down their window and said, "Hey, what are you listening to it?" And I said, "Kame House Party, the best the best and only Dragon Ball Improv Comedy podcast in the universe. And you can trust me on that, because I'm an alien. 5 stars, baby."
Oh, you say baby too. Oh, that was great, Zarbon. Thank you so much.
You know what? Now that I did it, I feel better. I'm sorry for snapping earlier.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Do you need like water or anything? We can just grab that on the way out.
Yeah, I'll take one on the way out. You got those? Do you have those little almond packs?
Of course. Yeah. Pre-packed almonds. We got like salted, smoked, and that kind of
smoked.
Stuff. Oh, and before we go, just another reminder, listener, to like, share, subscribe to the podcast, follow us on social media, tell your friends about the podcast, leave a 5-star review wherever you're listening to your podcast. Support Kame House Party. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Hey there. I made it. Oh, there was some alien in front of me. I couldn't find a parking space. It was insane. All right, I'm ready. Korin is ready.
Oh,
Korin and Yajirobe are ready to go.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, Korin, we're just doing another. Do you want to just do the last call to action and then we'll be done with it?
You said it was an emergency.
Well, I mean,
that some dude named Carbon dropped out. Meow meow.
So big convoluted story. 5 o'clock traffic. Zarbon was late. I took the initiative to just go ahead and start. I didn't. I thought you would be here faster, but I guess you got caught in that same 5 p.m.
I
traffic.
couldn't get a sitter for Yajirobe. I had to bring him with me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was being precocious. I didn't want to be alone.
Yeah, he didn't want to nap. Couldn't get him down for his nap. No matter how many beans I stuffed on that fat fucking mouth of his. Sorry, I'm stressed. I'm cursing.
No
I
naps
apologize.
till Brooklyn.
And he got into the Beastie Boys recently. It's a whole to do.
I mean, hey, I like the Beastie Boys. I like the two of you. So here, I'm just gonna step out. You guys can take over in the booth, and then we're good to go.
Look, all I'm gonna say is back to the show. Wink.
Who are you winking to?
Yeah, Jerobi, you know. Don't. I know we're mapping you as being some sort of baby, but you know who I'm winking at. Wink, wink.
You stink, cat.
When you're a single parent raising a Yajirobe, it's hard to get those spat. I don't have time to lick myself.
I give your parenting 2 stars.
I mean, as long as you give, that's fine. As long as you give Kame House Party 5 stars. Wink.
Who are you talking to? There's no one in the booth. Woo-wee, what a commercial. And woo-wee, what a setup. Ooh, Aaron, I'm very excited to talk about the second half of this episode because it is rad.
These 3 Namekians, we don't get any names for them. So I named them Capo, because he's wearing a cape. Vesto. Can you guess why I named him Vesto?
Because he's wearing a vest.
On the nose.
Nice.
And then Purple Dresso. I don't know how you would describe that one. Gauno.
No, I get it. Gaundo.
Gauno.
Yes.
All right, yeah. Changing that in my notes. But these dudes rule.
Oh, they're badass.
We got back from farming and sensed some trouble. We're here to fuck shit up.
Oh, really? That's what they say in yours?
The first part.
Okay.
Of that. They had a bad feeling. And then they said, like, I guess the rumors of other camps being attacked were true.
Yeah. It's very good. The scene is so nice. Okay. The scene is very well animated. It's very cool. We get to see Namekians fighting in action. Something that I completely forgot. Because when you go back and you think about the Namekian saga and everything that happens on Namek, the Namekian people are generally characterized as like kind of helpless and weak and on their last legs and all that kind of stuff. But I forgot that they all are strong as shit. And they're crafty and they're intelligent, they're brilliant, and this scene is great because they show up. Frieza even knocks them on their nice landing. I don't know if Frieza says that in yours. And of course, Dodoria pulls out the scouter to see what their power levels are, and then just openly mocking their power levels being at 1,000 each. And then, woo, buddy, then the fighting starts. Oh, it's so good.
So through all this, we the one elder, we get his bit of his internal dialogue. He's realizing like, oh, that's how they're tracking us with the scouters. And throughout the whole thing, he's formulating a plan. How do I get rid of these? But yes, such a good fight. But we do have to visit Goku first.
Yeah. Sorry, we gotta see Goku doing thousands of sit-ups in 20 times Earth gravity.
Just staying in that spaceship floor with his sweat.
And having just moved into a new apartment, yes, humble brag. Seeing floors being stained with sweat triggered me in a way that I did not know I was capable of. There's new floors!
I don't know what space age material old briefs put in there, but it does have to stink.
Oh, it's got to smell bad. What could smell worse than a Goku sweat?
Yeah, Jerome sweat.
Oh no, here we go. Bacterian sweat.
There we go. Put up your membranes, folks. You don't want to smell this.
Pinch those membranes.
Yeah, it's just Goku working out 20 times gravity. He has these visions of food as he crawls towards the window. And the only reason he goes to the window is to wistfully think about a new strong person he gets to fight. Right? Nothing else?
It's that, and he's like, Vegeta's out there waiting for me. And somebody else who's strong, I guess.
No, I do have to mention that we're going to get a lot of quick cuts of the show reminding us that Goku is on his way. Buckle up for those.
A lot of internal monologues of Goku being like, I don't have a lot of time, and I wonder how strong these guys really are. I hope I'm strong enough.
I had to get powerful enough so I can do multiple Kaioken.
Oh, yes.
I mean, he should. He'll be using that forever. That's a fighting technique that'll never go out of style.
Never goes bad. The Kaioken. Fully fresh every time.
Yeah. A pleasure to see it. But yeah, let's get to this. Namekians fight all the scrubs. All these Frieza Force. And it's like a light show. Because they're just dodging all these laser blasts. And it's just good. It's cool. Capo, Vesto, and Gauno, they rule. It's just fun. I like it. It's fun fighting.
It's a fun fight. Dodoria rescans their power levels. They've gone from 1,000 to 3,000. Huge jump. I think Krillin also points out like, oh, these guys haven't figured out how to sense ki without their scouters yet. They're like Vegeta when they first showed up on Earth. And so they now know that they kind of have that advantage. And this is also when the Elder is, about to execute his plan. You can't see me, but I'm doing finger somethings in the air as I'm speaking right now.
Finger. Why? But it is a plan. What? Wait. What's in finger somethings?
He's going to use some finger guns. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do have notes about this.
Yeah.
It feels like we're skipping over a bunch, but it is just the second half is just mainly fighting. And it's hard to do a scene about fighting. Sorry. I think that's why we front loaded the beginning.
Yeah.
I do have to point out that Dodoria, I think Frieza's like, hey, go take care of it. So Dodoria drops his balls. And then he does the hitting his fist thing that boxers do, even though he doesn't have boxing gloves on. And it was, I don't know, it tickled me for some reason.
I mean, it's just kind of emblematic that Dodoria seems like the bruiser of the bunch, like as Zarbon is the stylish butt kicker. We haven't seen Dodoria fight yet, but that's kind of indicating like, oh, he's gonna mash somebody's face into paste with his big chunky arms.
And they're spiky too. He should probably do Muay Thai with those spiky appendages. Those flat ass feet.
I mean, that's going to kill him in the ring, though, those flat feet.
He can't get knocked down. He'll suction cup to the mat.
Somebody should have told Nate Robinson that. All right, I made a reference. I made the reference.
Everyone gets it.
Everyone gets it.
But before Dodoria can enter the fray, zap, Elder blows up the one scouter. Then which was very cool, then he coolly jumps up in the air to run away.
Then even more coolly, he's got outstretched finger guns. Like I took multiple screenshots of him just like holding that pose. Like that's probably going to be my new profile image.
Because I think they go to a shot of Krillin and Gohan watching the entire fight, and in the background is the Elder so he's got both of his pointy fingers out. He's pointing down and at an angle, but his knees are also up. I don't know how to describe this pose, but it's very good. Gave me a chuckle.
Maybe like a flying kick, but you're also doing finger guns, outstretched finger guns at the same angle of your flying kick. Imagine that, listener.
Yeah, or just look at screen caps. I don't know.
Or just look at the screen caps.
But Dodoria gets mad, jumps up to fight the Elder, and then, the end. Goodbye.
They leave us hanging on a goodie, I This is what I'm fine with. It's a cliffhanger. If it's a cliffhanger on filler and we all know it's not going to go anywhere in the next episode, that's when we get pissed. But this one's fine. This one's fun. I have a feeling somebody's going to jump in. Maybe a Gohan. He hasn't been able to keep his ki in check. So that's what I'm going to bet is going to happen in the next episode. But you'll have to listen to the next week's episode to find out for sure.
Yeah, this episode was jam-packed. Not mad at it at all. I'd say I'm happy with it. It was interesting to see Gohan turn into the fight-hungry one. He's seething. He wants to jump in so badly. And Krillin has to kind of keep him under control, keep a level head about it.
Yeah, keep a smooth, bald head about it, kid. Don't go insane in your membrane, Gohan.
Gohan, you gotta be cool. You don't want to give him away. Here's how to hide your ki. 1, shave your head.
Really, Krillin?
If I make a tiny Destructo disc, I can shave that mop top off. Then you'll really be able to hide your ki.
I don't know. My mom might be a little mad at me if I come back bald.
Well, by the time we get there, it'll grow back out.
Okay.
You know, honestly, though, you seem reticent. What's the deal?
I mean, do we need to do this right now, Krillin? Because the Namekians, they need some help.
They're...
Finger guns.
It seems like they're doing fine. Those handsome young Namekians flew in. I think they're fine.
They are handsome.
I have the chair set up, and we're outside, so we don't have to sweep. You let birds have that hair. They'll make little nests out of it.
That sounds nice, Krillin. Okay, let's do it.
All right. Do you want the fade or?
Yeah, fade me, bro.
Bzz. Solar flare. It's a little one, see?
And scene. Now I wish my barber could use ki to cut my hair. I really do. That would be so nice. I probably wouldn't break out if my barber used ki to cut my facial hair.
I mean, if you get nicked though, it's
not great.
Not great. Unlike these emails that we got, which are great. So first one is from Master Researcher Nick. And the title of this email is called Goku Ain't Horny. So someone took me up on our challenge. They're
I'm crossing my arms.
Okay, well, we're crossing our arms. We're looking slightly to the side and up. We're not impressed yet, but let's get into this email and see if Nick can clear Goku's name. So, hey, Vince and Aaron, it's been a while since I wrote an email. And for some reason, after this week's episode, I felt obligated to jump down the horny Goku rabbit hole. I hope you did it in an incognito window.
I also hope you did it with a VPN.
We don't care which one you use. They're not a sponsor. So there are 5 points here. 1, it sounds difficult to believe since Goku always came off as asexual except for the 2 confirmed times Chi-Chi convinced Goku to have sex with her. As the beginning of Dragon Ball showed, Roshi and Krillin couldn't ride the Nimbus because they were too horny, whereas Goku was able to ride the Nimbus from the hospital to the Brief's residence with no difficulty. Counterpoint.
Hit him.
It's if you have a pure heart, right? If you're honest.
Mm-hmm. If you're honest and a pure heart.
Horniness is not a sin. It's how you use that horniness. I didn't say that Goku... Did we say that they were having an affair? I just said that Goku was checking out some ass and was thinking about it.
We may have gotten a little overexcited and maybe by mistake said that an affair was occurring, but we were mostly talking about the fact that Goku he was thinking about it. He was thinking about it.
So maybe he wasn't thinking about it on the way there.
Uh-huh. But if he had tried to get on that, if he had called Kinto Un and had to go back to the hospital for something, like, oh, I forgot my shoe, Kinto Un would be like, nah, son, I saw what you did. Fly away.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say there's still a shadow of a doubt.
Okay.
Horny till proven innocent. 2. Looking at the moment in question more carefully, at best, Goku is looking at the small of Panchi's back. It's all about tracking the eye lines. Compared to the start of Vegeta and Bulma's relationship, I know when a Saiyan is staring at a brief's woman's ass. And there is a comparison here. There. I will say there's quite a difference from Vegeta straight up staring down versus a Goku.
Okay, all right.
Point 3, yes, I know Goku has this shot as well, which was what we were referring to last week. I don't think a still does it justice. There's a head movement that you have to calculate and a smile. But Nick continues, but in conjunction with points 1 and 2, that could just be Goku's resting beast face. At worst, it's a Homer Gummy Venus de Milo situation, which do I need to pull a Weiger and explain what that is to you?
A little bit.
There's a whole episode of The Simpsons where Homer gets accused of sexual harassment when he dropped the babysitter off. The babysitter thought he was grabbing her butt, but he was just trying to get a very expensive gummy candy off of her tuchus.
Okay.
So so you're saying a misunderstanding.
Okay. Sure.
I mean, we got 2 more points, but I'm on the fence. I don't think stills do it justice. Number 4. Lastly, in Dragon Ball Z Kai, where they have the English actor saying the Japanese dialogue, Goku acts like he's saying anything to get Panchi off of him and feels awkward with her being all Mrs. Robinson on him. I will say that Kai is revisionist history.
Thank you. I was going to say this court will not allow Kai evidence to be brought on this podcast.
No, that's
sacrilege.
That's, again, we've already established that Funimation is trying to cover up the truth.
Mm-hmm.
They're an untrustworthy source.
An unreliable narrator at best.
And then 5, bonus. Remember how in DBZ Kakarot they tried to change Panchi's name to Bikini? No joke, just thought it was a fun bit of trivia. In conclusion, thank you for indulging me on this massive waste of both my and your time. Keep fighting, Master Researcher Nick.
Okay, first of all, thank you, Nick, for your arguments the court will review.
I do agree we need more evidence. I'm still in the horny camp, and I have a theory about this that I've been thinking about all week, if I may share it.
I'm just going to say, counselor, watch yourself. Okay. Keep my eye on you.
Do I need to approach the bench?
Yeah, I think you need to approach the bench, counselor. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
All right. I think that if Saiyans don't fight or study, they become horny. And since Goku, you saw how Goku acted when he got the bean, right? He was ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
He was horny for fighting. We've talked about Saiyans being horny for fighting constantly, right?
Yes.
It's
a known fact.
I think his horniness I think there are only 2 lanes in a Saiyan's brain where horniness can go. It can either go towards fighting or studying if you're a Gohan. Well, let's not count him. He's not full-blooded.
Yeah, he's a half Saiyan. He's half Saiyan, half Earthly.
I think he's normal horny. His horniness knows what to do. So I think in a Saiyan brain, the horniness goes to training or fighting, and if it can't, but if that path is blocked, then it's gonna go to regular horny town. Well,
I will. I'm taking off my judge robes. I'm just gonna get in the soup with you here because I believe I think you might be right. Because think about it: if the Saiyan race is predicated on strength, fighting, and becoming stronger and all that kind of stuff, like at its base. If you're a Saiyan who can't get any stronger through fighting or training, the next thing you got to do is you got to start making more Saiyans. So all that fight energy just goes to your loins and into your groins.
Yeah, the science class in the Saiyan planet, they're just horny. You're horny? You're a scientist, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, you want to procreate? Then get in that lab, son.
Or maybe there is the study pathway, as mentioned with Gohan. That could explain the science class.
Maybe.
And Goku he doesn't have that
No.
in his brain.
It skipped him.
Well, maybe when he hit his head. This is, I mean, it's wild conjecture. I guess I'll ask you, where are you at after all this evidence?
After all of this evidence, I'm still convinced that Goku he's horny enough to be curious, but he's definitely not horny enough to ruin his own marriage.
He's got wandering eyes for that little bit, right?
Yeah. Because he's remarked on other women's attractiveness, like with his grandpa Gohan being like in a relationship with a god.
Yeah.
He's like, nice work, grandpa.
He knows enough to congratulate other men on their beautiful partners.
Exactly. I mean, he's got one on his own, so of course.
It's compared. Yeah, he can put the two up against each other.
Mm-hmm.
He was looking. I'll die on that hill that he was looking. Whether that implies a deeper relationship between Panchi and Goku, that's who knows. I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Well, now my judge robes are back on, and I'm just going to say we're in recess until more evidence can be presented that Goku is, in fact, not horny. We'll see you all back in court next week.
Well, good. I'm glad we're out of court because we have another email, one that we actually skipped over. This is from October. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
This is from Danielle, who Vince, you might remember from some of our streams, especially the Extra Life one. So the title is Skin Over a Hole. Okay.
These titles are great.
They're great. Yeah, I love them. Hello, Vince and Aaron. Thanks for inviting me to the house party. My apologies for being 4 years late, but I love what you both did with the place. Sorry for showing up empty-handed, but I do have some edibles in my purse that I am willing to share. Share, not give.
Hey, right. as the host, you have the right to ask that question.
I stumbled across your podcast a few weeks ago, and it was actually pretty good timing for me, since I was first introduced to DBZ right before the gang went to Namek. Is this what serendipity is? I was curious about what I was missing out and randomly picked some past episodes to listen to, and everything was such a treat, from Krillin being offensive on social media to James Stewart and Scooby-Doo being recruited in the Tournament of Power. I remember that one.
Oh, yeah.
I truly could not stop laughing. Your commentary is refreshing and relatable, to me at least, and I'm excited for future episodes. I would also like to provide some more evidence against Bulma for not being a nice person. May I approach the bench? Vince, get the bench back. We gotta go back to court.
Hold on, I gotta move the set back. I'm currently on Judge Joe Brown's set. He and I go way back.
Thank God the stagehands were still here, and they were still in time.
Look, I promised them all pizza, so
yeah, we're non-union. So is the bench ready?
The bench is prepared.
All right. Danielle continues. There is a part in the Super manga where Bulma is yelling about something, classic Bulma, and the reason behind her anger is because Vegeta promised Android 17 one of her ships without asking her first. Doesn't this woman have unlimited access to any vehicle at any time? Now, I know this might not be the strongest evidence, but I believe with some hard work and more witnesses, we can convict her for being a garbage person. Also, who do you think would be the judge and bailiff in this courtroom? Once we finally nail Bulma down for her, at some point she's committing war crimes, right?
Oh, yes.
Or at least we're busting a monopoly.
Yeah, first off, we have to bust up this Capsule Corp monopoly. Okay, they keep buying proprietary hardware and software from around the globe and co-opting alien technology for their own gain. Okay, not for the betterment of human society.
Those patents are too vague.
That's what I'm talking about.
They describe something. It's like it's a thing that fits other things, which like they're trying to take the patent on boxes.
Exactly. We would never stand for this as Amazon put a patent on boxes, so we're not going to let Capsule Corp get that either. Who is the judge in this court? Me.
Who's the bailiff? Me.
Yeah, I'm done.
Because, well, one, the banter. Oh my God, the banter.
Oh my God. Eat your heart out, Judge Judy.
Oh, we're turning the sass up to 11.
Mm-hmm. And our hard typewriter intros.
Ooh,
Today on Kame House Party Court.
Is that your actual keyboard?
That is a new keyboard I got. It's clicky as hell.
That's such a good. I thought you were Michael Winslowing it for a second.
Oh, if only.
Yeah, that's who it would be. All rise.
All right. Oh, I like the way you say that. That's how we intro every show.
But yeah, thank you so much for writing to us. I'm sorry it took a very long time to get to it.
Yeah. Those inboxes, you know?
Things happen.
But we love presenting more evidence to why Bulma is bad. And it even goes into the future. It don't stop here, folks.
Mm-hmm. She'll never quit. I don't know what the prenup situation is on Vegeta and Bulma. I don't want to get into it now because that seems like a fertile field for the future.
Mm-hmm.
But Vegeta, if the divorce happens, oof, damn it! Now I want to get into it because
Save it.
Okay,
save it.
I'm just gonna say, if a divorce happened, I don't know if Earth would be around.
Oh yes, that's a bigger issue.
Yeah. And then finally, Delmon wrote to us real quick. Just sent us a fun image. Quote: they wrote, "Found a nice Simpsons Dragon Ball crossover picture you may appreciate. It's Ralph Wiggum shooting through King Piccolo as if he was a little Goku, and it's fucking great. Thank you very much. Hope you and yours are doing well."
Oh, thank you, Delmon. I just want to hear like Ralph Wiggum's voice just dubbed over in some Dragon Ball context.
Yata. Yeah, thank you everyone for those emails and messages. Thank you everyone for listening. Y'all,
I've got some shout outs for people
what? Go for it.
Real quick, I wrote down some shout outs. I mean, I'm going to date this episode of the podcast a little bit because Spotify Wrapped has come out. We're on Spotify, and it was great to see all the people who've been listening on Spotify reach out on Instagram and on social media. So thank you so much to @YourNeighborhoodDog, @WherePussiesGoToRelax, @MW Cunningham, and many, many more, I'm sure, that I may have missed, who reached out to me directly to either say nice things about the podcast or post how many episodes that they've listened to, which at times breaks the laws of physics. So
yeah, what was the big one? You sent this to me. This is just a victory. Sorry, folks. This is just like a victory lap of us.
15
bragging.
episodes in one day somebody listened to.
15, that's insane. But these, we love it. They keep us going. It
really does keep us going in this a very difficult year for all of us. It's so rewarding to know that people are getting things out of this that we never intended. We like, honestly, I don't think we ever intended this podcast to be something that helps people get through their day. It was selfishly something that we just wanted to do together as friends, and it's astonishing every time. So thank you so much to everybody out there. And as always, you can follow us at Kame House Party on all the social medias. Send in your emails to kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. And no matter if you are,
you gotta.
Oh, wait, what am I missing?
We're still streaming every Thursday at 8 p.m.
How could
Eastern.
I forget? Every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a fun one this coming Thursday. And that's all I'll say about that. So get ready to get in front of your Twitch or your YouTube and watch along and enjoy it. And as always, whether you are gushing over the 3 Namekians that kick ass, or you're trying to figure out how to get Zarbon's OnlyFans, you gotta keep fighting.